Bootleg Podcast special guest in here, representing the Bronx. ScarLip is in the building.
What's poppin'?
What's good? It's crazy because I first saw you. The first time I saw you was you were rapping with the hot dog hanging from the string.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. And then my boy TK, who's one of my engineers, we were riding around, and he was like, yo, have you heard of ScarLip? And I was like, nah. And then he played one of your songs, and I was like, this shit is crazy. And then he showed me your Instagram. I was like, oh, no, I've seen her. You know what I'm saying? And so I've been a fan ever since. So it's been dope to see you just kind of like being extremely original in an era of unoriginality, in my opinion. You're like a one of one right now.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. How long have you been rapping?
I've been rapping since 2016. That's when I like publicly started rapping, but I always did like a lot of poetry and stuff. So I say around like 8 years now I've been rapping. So
yeah. For you, like, what was the moment in which you realized like this is something that's worth like continuing to pursue? Like, oh, I might make it. You know what I mean? I might be able to make some money off this.
Yeah, well, I knew it when I dropped Glizzy Gobbler, because that's when I got the most interaction. And it was like everybody, like Lil Boosie, shout out to Lil Boosie, he reposted me and was like, should I sign her? And stuff like that. And I was just like, oh shit, I could really make it in these streets with these bars. You feel me? Like, I'm about to keep going.
Did Lil Boosie try to sign you?
No, he just made a post.
Oh,
was like,
okay, I don't know. You know, he signed, you know, he had the Young Blue. I mean, that didn't work out the greatest, but, you know, Boosie's Boosie. He's a legend.
Yeah, like, he was like, he shared it. It was like, should I sign her?
You know, he's one of the famous people. You might have met some famous people that were, you know, that you grew up idolizing. Mm-hmm. I've met a bunch that were not who I thought they were. Mm. Boosie is exactly who he is on the internet. Like, when you meet Boosie, you're like, oh,
right,
this is great. This is exactly who I hoped Boosie would be.
Right.
Yeah. Have you met him yet?
I didn't met him yet. No, I didn't meet him yet.
Well, we just had you do a freestyle. You killed this freestyle over one of his beats, so everybody should go check. Yeah, that's actually my favorite song of his. So
I love that song
for sure. Coming out of the Bronx, give me kind of. You said 50's your favorite ever, your GOAT.
50 Cent, my favorite rapper. DMX, my favorite rapper. I love Eminem too. Like,
well, shout out to, you know, it's crazy because I do feel like what is dope about you is you're extremely vulnerable. And when, like, because I've watched a lot of your interviews, I watched your Vlad interview. You're very honest about like your life. You've had, you know, obviously a very, very interesting come up, to say the least. But I think that you have kind of like that DMX vulnerability about you that not a lot of artists have these days. Because I feel like when I was like listening to DMX as a kid, I felt his pain and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that important for you to like make sure you kind of like very, very upfront about everything in the bars and your life and all that?
Yeah, I'm like an open book, you feel me? I just want somebody to talk to for real, so I just do it in my music, like hoping like somebody understand me, you feel me? And I see like a lot of people relate to me and understand. Like growing up, people didn't really relate to me. They say, oh, she's depressed and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I'm just happy like to just speak about it, because they'd be like, oh, she's depressed, she's crazy, da-da-da. No, what if I'm just sad? You know what I mean? What if I just need somebody to talk to? You feel me? Like, yeah, I'm going through shit. My mom just died. Obviously, yeah. I'm sad. You know what I mean? So it's just like putting it in music, everybody relate and everybody can feel it. And I feel like I'm not the only one. So it's like people be like, yeah, she makes me feel like I'm not the only one. But really, they make me feel like I'm not the only one. You feel what I'm saying?